Good morning, Tulip friends. Happy Friday. Today is mix and match shoe day. So I'm gonna ask if you guys can send me a picture of you wearing two different silly shoes. Okay, you're gonna wear two different shoes, which is very silly, and then you can send me a silly photo. That would be awesome. So let's start our circle. Ready? Let's sing hello. Hello, cha cha cha. Hello, cha cha cha. Hello, and how are you? Cha cha cha. I'm fine, cha cha cha. I'm fine, cha cha cha. And I hope that you are too, cha cha cha. Okay, so let's start by going over our letters. Okay, so I'm going to do them out of order, so just make sure you pay attention. Okay, so our first letter that we're going to do is this. What letter is this, guys? It's the letter F. And what sound does F make? F says f, like fish, fish. So we could say F, F, very good. The next letter we're going to do, what letter is this? It's the letter E. And what sound does E make? E says eh, eh, like egg, egg. Very good. So can we say E, E, eh, eh? Very good. What letter is this? It's the letter H. What sound does H make? H says like house, house. So can we say H, H? Very good. And what letter is this? It's the letter G. What sound does G make? G says ga, ga, like ga, ga, goat, ga, ga, goat. So can we say G, G, ga, ga? Very good. Okay, so let's go over our two sight words for this week. Our first one is Y-E-S. Do you guys remember what Y-E-S spells? Y-E-S spells yes. Could we say yes? Yes. And then our opposite is N-O. What does N-O spell, guys? It spells no, right? So our first one is yes. Can we put that in a sentence? Can you guys think of a sentence? My sentence is yes. Today is Friday. Can you guys think of a sentence for yes? Good. And our next one is no. My sentence today is no, it is not raining. Can we say no? No. Can you guys think of a sentence for no? Awesome. So one time, let's say yes, yes, no, no. Awesome. Let's do our word family. So we are doing the IP word family, and IP spells IP, right? So our first one, what letter is this, friends? It's the letter L. What sound does L make? L says L, L. So, and we're going to add IP. So we have L, IP, L, IP, L, IP, L, IP. What do we hear? It is lip, right? Like our lips. Our next one, what letter is this? It's the letter H. What sound does H make? H says and then we're going to add IP. So we have IP, IP, IP. What do we hear? Our hip, right? This part right here, hip. Can we say hip, hip? And our last one we learned, obviously we're going to do more next week, but I'm just going to keep it at 3 for now because there's only 6 altogether. So we'll do 3 this week, 3 next week. What letter is this, guys? It's the letter R. What sound does R make? R says R, R. Now we're going to add IP. So we have R, IP, R, IP, R, IP, R, IP. What do we hear, guys? It's rip, right? Like we rip a piece of paper. Can we say rip, rip? So can you guys repeat after me? Remember, all of our words are going to rhyme because they have the same ending. Anything with the same ending is going to rhyme. We say ip, lip, lip, hip, hip, rip, rip. Here you go. So let's go over our numbers of the week. So our first one is a 1 and a 7. What number is a 1 and a 7, guys? What number is a 1 and a 7? That is 17. Can we say 17? 17. And then our next one is a 1 and an 8. What number is a 1 and an 8? That is 18. Could we say 18? 18. So we have 17, 17, 18, 18. Very good. Okay, our shape of the month is this guy. What is this again, friends? It's a square, right? How many sides does our square have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 straight sides. What else does it have 4 of? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 corners that are what? What are these 4 corners? Good, they're right angles. So we have 4 corners that are right angles. And what makes our square special? All the sides are what? All the sides are the same. Can we say that? All the sides are the same, right? This one's the same size as this. This one's the same size as this. And we can keep going, right? They're all the same size. And this is our square. So one more time, can we say square? Square. Good. And our color of the month is this. What color is this? It is purple. Can we say purple? Purple. That is our color of the month. Awesome. So I'm going to pause this for a second and we will play the math pizza game that we played yesterday. Again, let me just pause this. Okay, friends, so for those of you who were at our small group lesson yesterday, we played the pizza game again. So we're going to play it one more time just to finish out the week. So I'm going to start by putting some pepperoni on our pizza. Can you guys count how many toppings we have on our pizza? How many toppings do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 toppings, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the number 3 in our brain. So everyone put 3 in your brain because I'm going to cover it up. So keep 3 in there. All right, we're going to put it in our oven. Now watch. How many pepperoni do we have now, friends? And do you know that? Okay, so for those of you who weren't sure, let's think about it. We had 3 pepperoni and we added 2 more, right? We had 3 pepperoni, we added 2 more. So how many is that? Good, let's double check it. Right, so we had 1, 2, 3, and we added 2 more. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, right? So how many is that all together? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pepperoni, right? Because 3 pepperoni plus 2 pepperoni, we put it all together, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pepperoni. Very good. So I'm actually going to keep our 5 pepperoni, okay? So I need you guys to keep the number 5 in your brain. Can you keep 5 in your brain? Okay, so 5 stuck in our brain, right? Remember, we have 5. I'm going to put it in the oven. Now watch carefully because I'm going to do something different this time. You have 5, right? Watch this. How many do we have? How do you know? Okay, so for those of you who weren't sure, I had 5 pepperoni, right? How many did I take away? I took away 1, right? So 5 take away 1. How many is that? Good, right? 5 take 1 away. We have this many left. So how many is that? 4, right? And if you weren't sure, I'll show you how we did that. Right? So let's count our original number. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I took or subtracted 1, right? Now how many are left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 take away or subtract 1 is 4. Very good, friends. I'll do one more. So how many do we have this time to start? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need you to keep the number 4 stuck in your brain. Okay, so stick the number 4 in your brain. I'm going to put it back in the oven. Now watch. Remember, I have 4. Now how many are left? How'd you know that? Okay, so for those who weren't sure, we had 4, right? How many did I take away or subtract? I took 2 away. So we're going to take down 1, 2 fingers. Now how many are left? Good. So one more time, we had 4. Take away 1, 2. How many are left? Exactly. So let's see that. Just in case you weren't sure, I'll show you with the chips, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 pepperoni. I took away how many again? 2, right? So we're going to take away 1, 2, or subtract. We took away or subtracted 2. How many are left? 1, 2. So 4 take away or subtracting 2 is 2. Very good job, friends. So give yourself a big thumbs up. So that is it for our pizza game today. So today is actually going to be the last day of our baby unit. We're going to be starting a brand new unit next week. So today we're going to read our last book about babies, okay? So remember this week we've been talking about how we've grown up or changed from when we were babies, right? You know, the most obvious thing is that we've gotten a lot bigger, right? For those of you who did the measurement with the string yesterday, I know Nicholas did, right? You could see that the string from when you were a baby was kind of short, and then your big kid string is much longer, right? Because you've grown or gotten a lot bigger. Like, think about it. David showed us his baby hat. Does that fit anymore, David? No, right? It's gotten way too small because you've gotten bigger. So our baby clothes don't fit because we've gotten much bigger. What about our baby toys? Are you guys still playing with rattles? No, right? We have big kid toys like Legos. Okay, so we can, now that we've gotten older, we're able to play with big kid toys, right? Because we know not to put things in our mouth, right? We're not going to eat this book, right? You guys know better. So when you get older, you can play with different toys. Also, Yvonne and Nicholas had pointed this out. How do we get places now? Do mommy and daddy have to carry you everywhere when you go to the store in the park? No, right? You guys can walk. So when you get older, you can walk everywhere, but babies can't. Remember, they have to be carried or pushed in the stroller. So I know some of you still use strollers. That's okay, right? But you don't have to use it is the point. You can walk there if you want. Also, think about what we eat, right? What do we eat now that we're bigger? Right, we can eat hard foods like pizza and pretzels, right? Because we have teeth. Babies do not have teeth, right? So they can only eat mushy things like applesauce. Also, what do babies drink? They drink milk from a bottle, right? Can they drink from a glass like this, like we can? No, right? So when we get older, we can eat and drink different things. So we're going to read a book about this boy, Peter. And he is going to be talking about something he used as a baby, just like we did for show and tell on Tuesday. So let's see what Peter used as a baby, right? You guys showed me your baby blankets, some baby toys, baby carriers, right? Baby strollers, baby clothes. Well, let's see what Peter had. So this book is called Peter's Chair. And this book is another Ezra Jack Keats book. If you guys remember last Friday, we read Over in the Meadow by Ezra Jack Keats. And like we talked about, he's a pretty famous author. Jordan goes to a school called Ezra Jack Keats School. And the reason they named the school after him is because he's such a famous author. He's written so many kids' books. So all his books are pretty famous. So let's find out about Peter's Chair. Peter's Chair. Peter stretched as high as he could. There, his tall building was finally finished. Whoa, look at that cool block tower he built. Crash! Down it came. Shh, called his mother. You have to play more quietly. Remember, we have a new baby in the house. So why is that a problem if Peter is crashing and making a lot of noise with the baby in the house? Do you guys know? What's the problem? What if the baby's sleeping? What happens if we make lots of noise? Yeah, right? We know babies take really long naps, right? And if we're crashing about, they're going to wake up and probably cry. So Peter's got to be a little quieter. Peter looked into his sister Susie's room. His mother was fussing around the cradle. So cradle's like another word for a crib, but instead of having bars on the side, it's kind of like a big basket. That's my cradle, he thought, and they painted it pink now. So you guys tell me, do you think Peter could still fit in this cradle? Remember, he's a big kid. Can Peter fit anymore? Probably not. What kind of bed do you think he sleeps in now? Yeah, he's sleeping in a big kid bed, right? Definitely not a cradle. Peter also probably didn't have it painted pink, but because of his sister Susie, they painted it pink. So how do you think Peter's feeling now that somebody took away his old bed and not only gave it to somebody else, but they changed the color? How do you think he's feeling? Maybe a little jealous, right? Remember, jealous is when somebody else has something that we want, right? Maybe he doesn't like the fact that he has to share his bed. Even though he can't use it anymore, he thinks it's still his, so maybe he doesn't want to share. And he's feeling maybe a little bit jealous. Hi, Peter, said his father. Would you like to help paint your sister's high chair? That's my high chair, whispered Peter. So, do you guys think Peter's still eating in a high chair? No, probably not, right? What kind of chair is he using? He's using a big kid chair, right? He definitely doesn't need a high chair anymore. But how do you think he's feeling again? Probably a little jealous again, right? He has to share his stuff and he doesn't really want to. So again, he's feeling a little jealous. He doesn't want to share and he wants the stuff his sister's having. So he's feeling a little jealous again. He saw his crib and muttered, "That's my crib, and they painted it pink too." Not far away stood his old chair. "Ha! They didn't paint that yet," Peter shouted. So again, do you think Peter needs to sleep in a crib and sit in this tiny, teeny little chair? No, probably not. He's way too big. Peter picked it up and ran to his room. "Let's run away, Willie," he said. Peter filled a shopping bag with cookies and dog biscuits. "We'll take my blue chair, my toy crocodile, and the picture of me when I was a baby." Willie got his bone. Do you think he's making a good choice running away from home, friends? No, right? That is a very unsafe choice. We should never go anywhere without a grown-up. A dog certainly does not count. So Peter's definitely not making a very safe choice. They went outside and stood in front of his house. "This is a good place," said Peter. He arranged his things very nicely and decided to sit in his chair for a while. So there's the picture of baby Peter, right? We could tell how much bigger he's gotten. And he definitely doesn't need that baby furniture anymore. But Peter couldn't fit in the chair. Why can't Peter fit in the chair, friends? Yeah, it says he was too big. Peter cannot fit in baby furniture. He's way too big for it. His mother came to the window and called, "Won't you come back to us, Peter dear? We have something very special for lunch." Peter and Willie made believe they couldn't hear her, but Peter had an idea. Soon his mother saw signs that Peter was home. "That rascal is hiding behind the curtain," she said happily. How do you think Peter's mom knew he was behind the curtain, guys? What do you say? Yeah, right? There's some shoes. But when she moved the curtain away, he wasn't there. He tricked her. "Here I am," shouted Peter. Peter sat in a grown-up chair. His father sat next to him. "Daddy," said Peter, "let's paint the little chair pink for Susie." So So why do you guys think Peter's okay with sharing now? Why do you think he's feeling it's okay to share his chair now? Yeah, I think he realizes he's too big for it and he can't use it. So the good thing to do would be to give it to somebody who can, like little Susie, right? That's a good choice to share something you can't use anymore. And they did. Uh-oh, look at this. What happened here? Looks like Willie the dog stepped in the paint. Look, he's making little tracks on the floor. The end. So this was our last baby book, friends. So I really hope you enjoyed our baby unit, learning about baby people and baby animals. We're going to be starting a brand new unit next week called transformation. Transformation is a super fancy word that just means things are changing. So this week we've talked about how we're changing, right? How we've grown from a baby to a big person. So next week we're going to talk about other changes that we could see around us. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this unit. I know I certainly did. And I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. And Monday I will see you to start our brand new unit. Bye-bye.